Welcome to our first major snow report for the 2025 to 2026 winter season. Today is December 12th, 2025, and ski areas across Europe are opening their lifts. The overall picture is a varied one, with some regions celebrating incredible early snow, while others are patiently waiting for more. A big story has been the recent warm spell that arrived around December 8th and 9th. This brought milder air across the Alps, pushing afternoon freezing levels up as high as 3,000 meters. This has made conditions on lower slopes a bit soft and slushy in some places during the day. However, it is not all bad news by any means. Before the warmth moved in, a fantastic storm cycle over the weekend of December 6th and 7th delivered significant snow to many high-altitude resorts. This snowfall was a blessing, providing a solid top-up of fresh powder on the existing bases. Many higher slopes received very healthy amounts of new snow, setting them up beautifully for the coming weeks. The contrast between high and low-altitude conditions is quite noticeable right now. Skiers heading up above 2,000 meters are finding excellent winter conditions, while those sticking to the valley runs might find the snow is a bit thinner and heavier, especially later in the day when the sun has had its effect. This early in the season, it is always a game of watching the weather forecasts very closely. The good news is that many resorts have invested heavily in snowmaking technology. This allows them to build a solid base of machine-made snow, even when Mother Nature is not cooperating fully. This artificial snow is often more durable and helps to ensure that key runs connecting different parts of the ski area can open on schedule. So, even in areas with less natural snowfall, the skiing can still be very good on the pistes that are open and being maintained by the resort teams. One important factor to consider this week is the avalanche risk. The combination of fresh, heavy snow on top of an older, unstable snowpack has created dangerous conditions in some areas. Specifically, parts of the French and Swiss Alps have issued considerable avalanche warnings. It is extremely important for anyone planning to ski or snowboard off-piste to check the local avalanche bulletin every single day. Always carry the proper safety equipment, a transceiver, shovel and probe, and know how to use it. Sticking to the marked and open pistes is the safest choice for most people right now. The ski season in France is now truly picking up speed. More and more of the big famous ski areas are opening their doors for winter. The past week brought some helpful top-ups of fresh snow, with many resorts reporting between 5 and 15 centimeters of new powder. This fresh layer has greatly improved the quality of the skiing on the upper slopes. However, since that snowfall, the weather has turned warmer and drier across the region. This means that freezing levels in the afternoon have been climbing, sometimes reaching between 2,000 and 3,000 meters. This can make the snow on lower runs a bit slushy. Some of the biggest ski domains are now welcoming skiers. The famous Three Valleys area, which includes resorts like Courchevel, Méribel, and Val Thorens, is already in full swing. It has opened more than half of its enormous ski area. This means that skiers have access to over 200 individual runs, covering a distance of more than 300 kilometers. The snow depths there are looking healthy for this early in December, with reports of 70 centimeters at the base and 120 centimeters on the higher slopes. This weekend, the Paradis ski area, connecting La Plagne and Les Arcs, is also scheduled to open. There have been some pleasant surprises with the snowfall. The resort of Risoul, located in the southern Alps, received an unexpected and very welcome dump of 30 centimeters of snow in just 24 hours. This has transformed conditions there. Another point of interest is for fans of winter sports competitions. The resort of Le Grand Bournon is getting ready to host a major event, the Biathlon World Cup. This will take place from December 15th to the 21st and is sure to attract big crowds of spectators who come to watch the world's best athletes compete. Looking ahead, the forecast for the French Alps for the next week is for mostly dry and sunny weather. While this is great for visibility, it means we should not expect any major snowfalls. Temperatures will be a key factor. At higher elevations, above 2,000 meters, the daytime temperatures will be quite mild for this time of year, ranging from a cool 2 degrees Celsius up to a warmer 8 degrees. It is important to be aware of the significant avalanche warnings that remain in place. The risk is high in some areas, so off-piste skiing is strongly discouraged without expert guidance and full safety gear. Switzerland has had a very promising start to the season, especially on its highest slopes. The country's high-altitude resorts enjoyed a very snowy week up until Monday, December 8th. During that period, many areas received between 40 and 60 centimeters of fresh snow. This has created a fantastic base for the winter. Since then, just like in France, a milder spell has moved in, lifting the freezing level and making the snow a bit heavier during the day. A major point of caution for Switzerland is the avalanche danger, which is rated as considerable to high, particularly in the western part of the country. One resort is reporting truly exceptional snow depths. Gstad's Glacier 3000 area currently boasts one of the deepest snow bases in the entire world. At its highest measuring station, the snowpack is an incredible 360 centimeters, which is nearly 12 feet deep. This is fantastic news for the resort and promises a long and stable season. Elsewhere, the famous cross-border area of Zermatt-Cervinia has a very impressive 170 kilometers of terrain open for skiing. Snow depths there range from 10 centimeters in the village to a much healthier 160 centimeters up on the glacier. For those looking for the most skiing options, the Samnon-Ischgl ski area, which connects Switzerland and Austria, currently has the most open terrain in the country. Skiers there can enjoy about 190 kilometers of runs. The snow base is a bit thinner, however, measuring between 25 and 35 centimeters. Another major Swiss destination, Verbier in the Four Valleys, has also made a strong start. It has opened over 100 kilometers of its pistes, which is more than a quarter of its total ski area. This provides plenty of variety for early season visitors to explore. The weather forecast for Switzerland for the coming days and into the weekend is for warm, sunny and dry conditions. This will make for beautiful days on the mountain with clear blue skies, but it also means no new snow is expected. Temperatures will vary greatly with altitude. Up at 3,000 meters, it will feel very wintry, with temperatures dropping to between -10 and -4 degrees Celsius. Down at the resort level, however, conditions will be much milder. Temperatures there could range from a chilly -2 degrees up to a surprisingly warm +8 degrees, creating classic spring-like conditions in the afternoons on sunny slopes. The early ski season in Austria is looking quite positive overall. Most of the country's major ski areas have now opened their lifts and are welcoming their first guests of the winter. There have not been any huge snowfalls in the past week, but many areas did receive some helpful top-ups over the weekend of December 6th and 7th. These small storms brought around 5 to 15 centimeters of fresh snow, which helped to refresh the pistes. Since Monday, December 8th, Austria has also been affected by the warmer weather pattern, with afternoon temperatures at 2,000 meters, sometimes reaching as high as +10 degrees Celsius. One of Austria's most popular resorts, Ischgl, has made an impressive start. It has managed to open about 80% of its total ski area. This gives skiers around 180 kilometers of terrain to enjoy. However, it is important to note that this is running on a relatively thin snow base, which is currently measured at between 25 and 35 centimeters. This means the resort is relying heavily on its excellent snowmaking and grooming teams to keep the pistes in good condition. Skiers should be aware that conditions off the groomed runs will be very limited. In contrast, Austria's largest ski area, the Arlberg region, which includes St. Anton and Lech, is having a slightly slower start. While the area is open, it has only been able to make about 1/3 of its vast terrain available to skiers so far. The snow depths there show a big difference between the lower and upper slopes. The base is measured at 20 centimeters in the valleys, but this increases to a much more respectable 90 centimeters at the top of the mountains. This highlights again how the best conditions this early in the season are found at higher altitudes across the Alps. Looking at the forecast for the week ahead, Austria is expected to remain mostly dry. This means that resorts will be relying on their snow cannons to maintain and expand the open terrain. The freezing point will be fluctuating quite a bit, moving between 1,000 meters and 2,000 meters. The good news for the resorts is that overnight temperatures on the higher slopes are expected to be cold enough for snowmaking. Temperatures are forecast to range from a warm 7 degrees down to a colder 2 degrees Celsius. This will allow the snow guns to run during the night, helping to firm up the pistes for the next day. In Italy, the vast Dolomiti Superski area has officially kicked off its season. This enormous network of interconnected resorts is famous for its state-of-the-art snowmaking capabilities, and this year is no exception. The area currently has about 400 kilometers of ski runs open, which is an incredible achievement for early December. It is important for skiers to know that a large portion of this open terrain is covered with machine-made snow. This man-made base is often very firm and durable, providing excellent conditions for carving turns on groomed pistes. The past week saw some light to moderate natural snowfall. More recently, the weather has turned drier across the Italian Alps. Unfortunately, this dry spell was also accompanied by some rain and sleet on slopes below 1,800 meters. This has made the snow quality on the lower runs a bit challenging. However, above this altitude, the conditions remain much better. The resort of Val Gardena is a great example of the successful start to the season. It is already about 80% open, offering skiers 150 kilometers of its total 180 kilometers of terrain. This is fantastic news for the resort and its visitors. Val Gardena is also stepping into the international spotlight this month. The resort is preparing to host a World Cup downhill ski race. The race was originally scheduled for another location, but has been moved to Val Gardena because of the reliable snow conditions there. This is a testament to the resort's ability to prepare a world-class race course even in the early season. Ski racing fans will be tuning in to watch the world's fastest skiers take on the challenging Saslong course. It is a major event that brings a lot of excitement to the valley. The weather forecast for Italy's ski resorts for the next week is looking very pleasant, with mostly dry and sunny conditions expected. This is perfect for enjoying the stunning scenery of the Dolomites. The freezing level will be quite variable, moving up and down between 1,500 and 3,000 meters, depending on the time of day and location. On the higher slopes, above 2,000 meters, temperatures should remain consistently cold. They are forecast to stay between a mild 5 degrees and 0 degrees Celsius. This will help to preserve the snow quality on the upper mountain runs. The biggest and most exciting news in the European ski world right now is coming from the Pyrenees Mountains. This mountain range, which forms the border between France and Spain, is experiencing its strongest start to the ski season in many years. This is a huge change from the previous winter, which was very difficult due to a lack of snow. Recent heavy snowfalls have completely transformed the landscape. Some resorts in the French Pyrenees have reported up to 47 centimeters of new snow, while on the Spanish side, many areas received between 20 and 40 centimeters over a 72-hour period. The conditions in Spain are particularly impressive. The resort of Baqueira Barret is leading the way with fantastic early season skiing. It already has more than 100 kilometers of its terrain open for skiers. This includes over 80 different runs, and the resort is operating 34 of its 36 lifts, which is almost its entire lift system. In the French Pyrenees, the resort of Cauteretz is reporting the deepest snow cover at high altitude in the entire region. Meanwhile, Gradual Awakening in Andorra, which is the largest ski area in the Pyrenees, has also opened for the season and is offering great conditions. This incredible start is a welcome relief for the ski industry in the region. After a challenging season last year, this early bounty of snow is bringing a lot of optimism for the winter ahead. Skiers who have been waiting for good news from the Pyrenees are now booking trips to take advantage of the best early season conditions in recent memory. The deep snowpack means that there is a good base for the rest of the season, and it also allows for some excellent off-piste skiing opportunities for those with the right skills and safety equipment. Looking at the forecast for the Pyrenees, the weather is expected to be a little unsettled for the next few days. There could be some light snow falling at high altitudes midweek, which will help to keep the conditions fresh. After that, the forecast is for dry and sunny weather to move in for the weekend. Temperatures will show a clear difference between the mountaintops and the valleys. At the summits, temperatures will be a chilly -5 degrees Celsius. Down at the resort bases, however, it will be much milder, with temperatures around +5 degrees Celsius. The freezing level will sit between 1,500 and 2,500 meters. The ski season in Scandinavia is well underway, with all of the region's leading ski areas now open. Conditions across Norway, Sweden, and Finland have been properly wintry over the past week. It has been colder and snowier here compared to the Alps. This has allowed resorts to build up their snow bases and open more terrain for the Christmas and New Year holiday period. The consistent cold temperatures are also perfect for snowmaking, allowing resorts to supplement the natural snowfall and ensure good coverage on the main slopes. It is a very reliable start to the winter. In Norway, the resort of Gaustablikk is currently reporting the deepest snow in the entire Scandinavian region. The snow depths, there are a very healthy 80 centimeters at the base and 100 centimeters at the summit. This provides excellent coverage across the mountain. Also in Norway, the resort of Hemsedal currently has the most open terrain. It has managed to open about a quarter of its total runs for skiers to enjoy. The snow depth in Hemsedal is a bit lower, measuring between 22 and 26 centimeters, but the cold temperatures are keeping the snow in great dry condition. Over in Sweden, the country's largest resort, Åre, is also open for business. However, it is having a slower start compared to some of the Norwegian resorts. At the moment, less than 10% of its total slopes are available for skiing. The snow base is also quite thin, with just 14 centimeters reported across the resort. The resort team is working hard with their snowmaking systems to expand the open terrain as quickly as possible. The consistent cold weather is a big help, and more runs are expected to open in the coming days as the holiday season approaches. The forecast for Scandinavia is looking very good for snow lovers. Wintry conditions are set to continue, with more fresh snow on the way. Forecasters are predicting between 5 and 15 centimeters of new snow over the next 72 hours. The heaviest snow is expected to fall in the northern regions, including Lapland and northern Norway. Summit temperatures will be very cold, ranging from -6 to -2 degrees Celsius. On the lower slopes, temperatures will be closer to the freezing mark, between -2 and +3 degrees. This means there is a chance of some rain or sleet on the lowest valley runs. The winter season is slowly but surely beginning across the ski resorts of Eastern Europe. At the moment, about 1/3 of the region's ski areas have started operating their lifts. The majority of these open resorts are located in Czechia, Slovakia, and Poland. Conditions are quite mixed at the moment. The weather has been characterized by freeze-thaw cycles, where temperatures go above freezing during the day and then drop below freezing at night. This can create firm or icy conditions in the morning, which then soften up as the day goes on. The standout resort in the region right now is Jasna, located in Slovakia. It currently has the most ski terrain open in Eastern Europe. Skiers at Jasna can enjoy just over half of the resort's total ski area. The snow conditions there are also quite good for this early in the season. The resort is reporting snow depths of 40 centimeters at the base and 60 centimeters on the upper slopes. This provides a solid foundation for skiing and ensures good coverage on the open pistes. The resort's modern lift system and extensive snowmaking help it to offer reliable conditions. Further south, the popular ski resorts in Bulgaria are getting ready to start their season. The major destinations of Bansko, Borovets, and Pamporovo are all expected to officially open this coming weekend, on December 13th and 14th. These resorts have been busy making snow whenever temperatures have allowed. They are hoping for some fresh natural snow to coincide with their opening weekend, to provide the best possible experience for their first visitors of the winter. Their opening is always a big event and marks the true start of the ski season in the Balkans. The weather forecast for Eastern Europe offers some hope for more snow. Modest snowfalls are expected over the next 72 hours, but this will likely be limited to the higher elevations, generally above 1,500 meters. This will help to top up the snow cover on the upper mountains. Temperatures will see a significant drop overnight, especially at the summits, where they could fall to around -3 degrees Celsius. In the valleys, however, it will remain milder, with temperatures between 2 and 6 degrees. This means that lower slopes could see some rain, which could impact the snow quality. As we stand on December 12, 2025, the best early season skiing in Europe is clearly found at high altitudes or in the surprisingly snowy Pyrenees. For skiers seeking the deepest and most reliable natural snow, the Pyrenees are the unexpected champion. Resorts like Baquera Barre in Spain are offering extensive open terrain and fantastic conditions. In the Alps, the key is to aim high. Swiss resorts with glaciers, like Zermatt and Gstaad's Glacier 3000, have deep snow bases and excellent skiing on their upper slopes. Similarly, high-altitude French resorts like Val Thorens are also providing great early-season opportunities. For those who enjoy cruising on perfectly groomed pistes, the Italian Dolomites are an excellent choice. Thanks to the world's most extensive snowmaking system, areas like Val Gardena have hundreds of kilometers of runs open, even if the natural snow is thin. The snow is machine-made but offers very consistent and enjoyable skiing. In Austria, Ischgl also stands out for having a large amount of terrain open, though the base is thin, so staying on the marked trails is essential. Scandinavia offers a colder, more traditionally wintry experience, with resorts in Norway, like Gaustablikk and Hemsedal, providing good, cold snow. The main thing for all skiers to watch out for this month is the weather. The recent warm spell has created very different conditions at different altitudes. Be prepared for firm or icy snow in the mornings, which may become soft or slushy on lower sunny slopes in the afternoon. Check the weather forecast daily, as conditions can change quickly in the mountains. The freezing level is a key piece of information to pay attention to. It will tell you at what altitude rain might turn to snow, which has a huge impact on the quality of your ski day. Finally, safety must be everyone's top priority. Avalanche warnings are high in parts of France and Switzerland. The new snow fell on an unstable old layer, creating a dangerous situation away from the secured pistes. It is not the time to take risks. For the vast majority of skiers, staying on the marked and open runs is the only safe option. Always check the local avalanche report before you even think about going off-piste. By choosing your destination wisely and paying close attention to the conditions, you can have a fantastic and safe start to the 2025 ski season.